stuck in a place beyond all time. Oh, stuck in a place beyond all time. Is there any time?
My name is Kai, no last name. I'm the librarian's assistant. To my knowledge, I've been here forever. I believe I'm a human male. As of recording, I'm 189 centimeters tall, my hair is 2.8 centimeters long, and my weight is 79.88 kilograms. These are still very minor changes, but reinforce the idea of time now existing in the library. Now this time, I think that's it, and I can finally do this task without interruption. So, let's continue with Affection Archipelago.
Affection Archipelago. Affection Archipelago. Affection Archipelago. Affection Archipelago. Affection Archipelago. Affection Archipelago. Affection Archipelago. Affection Archipelago. Affection Archipelago.
Ashley quickly got into her pre-planned speech. She was rather rushed and seemingly excited. So I think we should team up. There are only 6 of us, so it's bound to happen. Red and Blue already have a vested interest in teaming up as they're at the bottom. So we jump the line, either by spilling blood or any other means. Kayla looked shocked and spoke up questioning. Hold up, Ashley. We're not spilling blood. No one here is spilling blood. I'm fine with teaming up to get points, but blood is off the table. Either we date one of those freaky-ass white dudes, or we check whatever the entertain room is. Your choice. Ashley rolls her eyes and stands up. You're right. Entertain room it is. The Johns were too engrossed to notice Kayla and Ashley sneaking off. They could barely think about one woman, let alone 6. So the 2 of them disappeared unnoticed and made their way back down the halls until they reached the entertain door, still as creepy and off-putting as before. Ashley was hesitant to open it, so Kayla took the lead and pulled the door gently open. The room did not portray the same energy that the door did. It was cramped, 6 feet wide, 6 feet long, 6 feet high. The door was taller than the room. You could see the side of the ceiling as you entered. Crouching down to get in, their feet were met with a sticky red latex, the same material that covered the walls. The second they both entered the room, the door closed behind them. They quickly turned around and saw the latex on the walls grow over the door. Ashley tried to reach for the door handle, but Kayla stopped her. Ashley spoke, annoyed. What the hell? Kayla responded, stepping away from the door. I don't want you losing your hand, okay? Ashley bit her tongue as she turned around facing the opposite wall. The second they were both looking, a TV started being birthed from the latex ball. A seam appeared in the glistening material before tearing apart as the TV pushed its way out, breaking the surface. The screen lit up. It didn't make a sound. The whole room was silent. It simply had the word kiss, and below it, 1 point. The both of them looked at each other, not entirely sure what to do. Kayla shrugged. Ashley spoke in a whispered mumble. I mean, we can if you want to, I don't want to push or anything. Kayla interrupted her. A point's a point. Kayla grabbed the side of her head and planted an aggressive kiss on her lips. It was emotionless, quick, and was done with all too much eye contact. Ashley was stunned, but Kayla looked back at the TV, ready for what was next. First, it said, "Points received." Then the screen changed again. On it were the words, "with tongue." Below it was, 2 points. Ashley shook her head at Kayla. No, we're not going to do that. Kayla chuckled as she smirked at Ashley, reaching her hand out and caressing her cheek. Come on, Ashley. Let your hair down. Just this one, then we'll be out of here. We already kissed, so what's a bit of tongue? Before Ashley could say no, Kayla grabbed her head again and planted a second kiss. Ashley tried to keep her lips closed, but Kayla's tongue wormed its way through the gap and parted them for her. Her tongue began exploring the inside of Ashley's mouth. The kiss no longer felt heartless, It was gross. It was malicious. Kayla released the kiss with an all-too-proud smile on her face. Ashley stumbled back, feeling violated from the encounter. Kayla spoke cockily. See, that wasn't so bad. Ashley's disgust became anger as she slapped Kayla across the face and turned quickly to leave the room. She reached where the door used to be and pushed against it. It immediately opened. She stepped out of the room as Kayla shouted after her. Ashley, wait, She slammed the door behind her before she could get another word out. Immediately meeting her outside, however, was John. This one had a 5 on his arm and was making a clearly practiced, sexy face. Lips pouted, chin angular. Babe, it's been like way more than 5 minutes. Ashley shouted back at John 5. Not fucking now, John! Ashley stormed off, back in the direction of the fire pit. John followed and called out after her. Black, we need to couple up. Everyone else already has. She turned around, confused, and asked John, Black? John answered quickly. Your name? On the leaderboard. You're Black, right? I mean, you're all color-coded. Ashley hummed in agreement and continued towards the fire pit. John followed like a dog on a tight leash. When they both got to the fire pit, all the other women were sat next to their designated John. They all looked rather disinterested as the Johns were speaking at them. Ashley sat back on the hammock. John 5 immediately sat down next to her, looking at her expectantly. Ashley sighed and attempted conversation with this blank slate of a man. So, what's the deal with you guys? Are you all twins with funny tattoos, or... Oh shit, are you guys clones? John laughed uncomfortably loud. What a ridiculous motion. We're just 6 guys who happen to look the same and have the same name. We're completely different people when you get to know us. Ashley became engaged in the conversation as she challenged John. You're taking the piss. Name one difference. John spoke back to her. Well, I love the color black, and John 1 loves the color yellow. Ashley exhaled in disbelief. John continued. Oh, also, I have a thing for goth chicks, whereas John 1 feels a certain way about some caramel beauty. Ashley face-palmed, disbelief growing after hearing John continue to talk. She spoke in a parental voice. Hey, John, shut the fuck up, okay? In 1 second, you jumped from sexism to some weird-ass race fetishization. John's face was confused as he spoke up a bit dumber than before. All I heard in that sentence was sex and ass. And let me tell you, I am in. Ashley calmly got up from the hammock, walked to the corner of the property, and screamed as loud as she could. It was sunset now. It was beautiful. The evening suns cascading over the ocean behind them. Ashley had joined the others at the fire pit, in the exact same spot she saw them, all being talked at by their John. Kayla wasn't there yet. John 1 was looking out to sea wistfully. The fire in front of them disappeared, and in its place was the AI sunshine. Hello, contestants. I've seen that most of you have coupled up by now. I am very pleased with those of you who have. Those of you who haven't, I'm disappointed. Now, I'm excited to announce that you all get points for coupling up, as stated before. Red will receive 5 points, as she coupled up first. Black will receive 1, as they were last. From in front of them, Kayla appeared, being dragged out from the villa towards them, feet dragging against the ground, clearly unconscious. Dragging her were 2 men with earpieces. One had a flowery shirt and shorts, the other in jeans and a graphic tee. The first one spoke up. Hi ladies, sorry to bother you, I'm Robert the producer. We met at the screenings, but you don't remember that. Robert smiles warmly as Sunshine's distorted face wrinkles into a frown. Robert continues. Now, we found Yellow here unconscious in the entertain room. From our cameras it seems she was struck by another contestant. Now, I won't say who that was, but you know who you are. The men dragged Kayla over to the seating around the fire pit and propped her next to Ashley, her head drooping to rest on her shoulder. Ashley did her best not to react. The producer spoke with a practiced tone. Again, sorry for the interruption. John 1, if you could sit next to Yellow, then Sunshine, take it from the top once we're out of shot. Higher-ups also said to pretend that Kayla coupled up with one already, it's easier for continuity's sake. The producer and the other man exited back through the villa. The women didn't know how to react. The presence of a producer gave them comfort. It suddenly felt normal now that it was firmly planted in the realm of reality TV. Sunshine began speaking again, a slight annoyance in his tone. Hello, contestants. I see that you've all coupled up. I'm excited to share that you will all be receiving points for that. Reg, you'll get 6 points, as you was the first to couple up. Yellow, you will get 1 point. Now, let's look at the standings. Sunshine disappeared, and in his place, the leaderboard. Black, Pink, and Red were tied in first place with 5 points each. Yellow was in second place with 4 points. Blue and Green were tied in last with 3 points. Sunshine spoke without appearing. Blue, you really need to step up your game. You've been in last the whole day. Let me remind everyone, now that you've already coupled up, there are 2 other ways to get points. The entertain room and spilling blood. Some of you have already used the entertain room, and therefore will not be able to use it again until the end of the week. There is a solution to that, however. The scores disappear, and Sunshine's form appears again. He now smiles. Introducing nighttime tasks. We will set each of you personal challenges to complete before sunrise. If you successfully complete them, you will gain a free pass to the entertain room. Your challenges are waiting for you on your beds. Good luck, contestants. Sunshine disappears, and people start rushing up, followed by their Johns. Blue and Green are first, followed by Red and Pink. Ashley doesn't move yet, and Kayla can't. Still unconscious. Ashley gently pushes her head off her shoulder, and Kayla slowly comes back to the waking world. She looks around, dazed, before meeting Ashley's eyes. As soon as recognition hits, Kayla jumps up and is filled with energy and rage. She shouts at Ashley. What the hell? You hit me! Why the hell did you hit me? Ashley speaks up defensively. I only hit you because you kissed me. Kayla inhales in disbelief and argues back. Don't act like that's an issue. You suggested kissing in the first place. You just like being dramatic. Be offended, but don't punch me and then lock me in a room. Ashley got up now, confronting Kayla. I didn't punch you or lock you in the room. I did slap you, but then I just left. Kayla turned away and scoffed in outrage. You're unbelievable, she said, hurriedly walking away in the direction of the beds. John 1 followed from a distance. John 5 turned to Ashley with a smirk. Women, am I right? Ashley got up and left towards the bedroom. When she got there, everyone was sat on their beds, reading Affection Archipelago branded envelopes. There was one sitting on Ashley's bed, with the word black on it. She sat on her bed and grabbed the envelope, carefully opening it. When she read it, the light drained from her face. Her task was to... Oh man, whoever's messing with these books is doing it very dramatically. Well, that's it for now. I'll be back when it finishes. It actually feels weird not having anything to say after or before these things. Guess I should be grateful. Bye.